A very good morning, children. How are you all? I hope you are doing good and your studies are also going fine. Today, we are going to start a new chapter of geography, that is, chapter 11, Life in the Temperate Grasslands. So, before we start with our chapter on page number 96, let us see first where temperate grasslands are found and what kind of vegetation is there. Temperate grasslands are found in the middle latitudes in the interior of continents, as you can see here in the map in green color. These level treeless plains are found between 40 degrees and 55 degrees latitudes in both the hemispheres. These grasslands are known by different names, such as steppes in Europe, prairie in North America, pampas in South America, veld in South Africa, and downs in Australia. The rainfall in areas where temperate grasslands are found is not sufficient for the growth of trees. That is why treeless plains are found here. Thus, short grasses grow everywhere. These grasslands are most suitable for cattle and sheep rearing. In many areas, extensive farming is practiced. We will study about extensive farming in detail later in this chapter. So, children, in this chapter, we are going to study about two temperate grasslands. First is the prairies of North America, found both in Canada and central USA, and the veld of South Africa. So, let us first start with the prairies. The prairies are found both in USA and Canada. The French word prairie means a meadow or grassland, as you can see here in this picture. This gently sloping hilly land stretches from the west of the Mississippi River. Here you can see Mississippi River is there, to the foothills of the Rocky Mountains. These are the foothills of the Rocky Mountains. The Great Lakes of North America lie towards the east of the prairies. So, towards the east are the Great Lakes of North America. So, here in this picture, children, in yellow color, you can see these are the prairies which are located both in Canada and USA. The Canadian prairies include the provinces of Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and Ontario. And in the USA, the prairies extend over the states of North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Nebraska, and Iowa. So, all these states are covered by the prairies. The north-south extent of the prairies is about 6,000 kilometers. So, from north to south, its extent is about 6,000 kilometers. While the east-west extent is about 2,000 kilometers. The region is flat in the east and rises to a height of about 500 meters in the west. So it is towards the east, it is more flat, and as we move towards the west, it rises to a height of about 500 meters above the sea level. The northern part of the prairies slopes towards the Arctic Ocean. So, the northern part of the prairies, it slopes towards the Arctic Ocean. Here, towards the arrow is the Arctic Ocean, while the southern part slopes towards the Gulf of Mexico. Here you can see Gulf of Mexico. The prairies are mainly drained by the Saskatchewan River. Here you can see, children, Saskatchewan River is there in Canada, and by the Mississippi River and its tributaries in USA. Here you can see the Mississippi River. Now let us come to the climatic conditions in the prairies. Due to its location in the interior of the continent, the region experiences a continental type of climate. So, what type of climate is continental type? The summer season is fairly warm and the winter season is cold. So, in the continental type of climate, the summers are very hot and the winters are very cold. The northern part is open to the cold polar wind. Thus, the winter temperature falls below freezing point. The velocity of wind is high due to the absence of trees. Since there are no trees, so the speed of the wind is very high. The Chinook. Chinook is the name of this wind. The Chinook blows down the eastern slopes of the Rockies. You had seen the Rockies mountains over there. So the Chinook wind blows down the eastern slopes of Rockies. And this wind, as you can see here, it is very warm and dry. This warm and dry wind can suddenly increase the temperature and thus keep the grasslands clear of snow during the winter season. The average annual rainfall is about 50 centimeters and it falls mostly during the summer season. The amount of rainfall decreases from south to north and from east to west. So there is more rainfall in the south and in the eastern part. During the winter months, a major part of the prairies are under a thick blanket of snow. So in the next lesson, children, we will see the flora and fauna of the prairies. That is all for today, children. Keep on doing your work and do take a reading of page 96 and 97. Thank you.